Welcome to our channel. Today we how to activate VS Code dev containers for portability. Detailed guide step by step clearly. Open Visual Studio Code on your computer. Ensure you have the remote containers extension installed. Go to the extensions view by clicking the square icon in the sidebar. In the search box, type remote containers. Locate the extension and click the install button. Once installed, open or create a folder for your project. Click on the green button in the lower left corner, labeled Open a Remote window. From the drop-down menu, select Remote Containers, Open Folder in Container. Select the folder you want to use for your project. VS Code will automatically initialize the dev container setup. If a configuration file is not present, you will see an option to create one. Choose a base image for your container, such as Node.js or Python. The configuration is saved in a .dev container folder. Customize the devcontainer.json file as needed for your project. Specify any additional extensions you want to install in your container. Adjust settings, such as the container's run arguments, if necessary. Save the configuration file. Return to the command palette by pressing Ctrl+Shift+P on Windows or CMD+Shift+P on Mac. Type Remote Containers, reopen in Container. Once the container is built, your workspace will be ready inside the dev container. You can now write code as if you were on your local machine. When you're done, you can close the container. All your project dependencies will remain intact for future use. In the future, simply open the folder in VS Code and reconnect to the dev container. This process ensures that your development environment is consistent and portable. Make sure to keep your configuration file updated as your project evolves. Enjoy the benefits of using Visual Studio Code dev containers for your projects. If the page does not load, refresh the browser or try again in a private or incognito window. Make sure you are using the correct email address, then retype it carefully to avoid small typos. If your password is not accepted, use the reset option and create a new strong password you can remember. Check your spam folder for verification or security emails, then complete any requested confirmation steps. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more step-by-step tech guides.